When I fast forward even a year from now, the asynchronous becomes synchronous. When individual contributors are relieved of the quagmire of wasted time in email and fruitless phone calls so they can focus on work that matters. That's the promise of AI.
It's truly an assistant. It's going to start taking away the mundane, the tedious work. There's just a massive opportunity to both improve the lives of these operators, but also, make logistics better. The industry is in itself very fragmented. The software that was supposed to make it all easy so that the operators can focus on, higher order problems, in many ways it has failed, where it has created a new set of problems for them to keep these disparate systems organized and synchronized.
If I'm operating a 3PL today, I want to find a partner that's going to be relentless in actually making good on the promise to 2x the productivity of my team. Because only until they've been able to pull that off can my team have the time that they need to double their KPIs, to level up the work they're doing, to be more engaging proactively with the customers we serve. They actually have to deliver that time savings. And those that are willing to really put the work in and prove it will be AI partners that are built to last.
Knowledge is an important concept where, in logistics, because there's so much that happens over phones and emails and texts today, a lot of knowledge gets either lost or stays tribal within the operator's head. The beauty about AI and our systems are that it's able to extract that. It's able to persist that. And over time, they become this very dynamic knowledge store that employees can tap into. Before, the person had to make sure that all 22 steps and had to have the context of all 22 steps on where this shipment is in one of those 22 steps, where they're stuck. With these AI assistants, they only have to worry about the exceptions. When truly the AI assistant has exhausted all possible options to resolve it, right? So we've shrunk the 1,000 things that they were keeping track of to 20. That allows them to now focus deeply on those 20, where they're truly needed, where human judgment needs to shine to resolve it, versus 1,000.
At Augment, we're not looking to casually date our customers. We've got to be all in. We literally have to get married. This requires full commitment from the executive team on down to the individual contributors to make the relationship work. The power and the possibility of AI is significant, unlike anything we've seen in my 20 years in this industry. But it's going to require effort and very thoughtful and intentional engagement from both parties. And for those that are willing to do that, it's hard to even express the impact it can have on employee morale, on customer experience, on carrier partner experience, on profitability.
It will look and feel like another employee. It will reside on your Slack or your Teams. You can communicate with the assistant just like you would communicate with a coworker, where you can Slack them, you can message them on Teams, you can text them, you can email them, you can even call them to do things. Our approach is that for these assistants to be really useful to businesses, they need to follow the workflows or SOPs, standard operating procedures of that business. Every business is unique. They have their both set of ethos and values and tone, but they also have their own workflows, which makes them unique.
I think if we can improve the quality of work for employees so they can level up and do true knowledge work with their carrier partners, with their shipper customers, and take the mundane out of their day, morale will improve. And so Augment has been created to go into these enterprises and help them fundamentally change productivity so that they can fundamentally change their operating expense model. Every company that we engage has its way of doing business. to learn those workflows and to help them do those at the highest level so that they can maintain their competitive position in those sectors, in those modalities. We have to be able to copycat their workflows to the T. I have no doubt there's going to be an army of young kids trying to create the next great AI company. It's going to get noisy for the buyer. The last thing that this industry needs is the advent of more technology that's going to take quarters or even years to bear fruit. What this industry needs is the advent of new technology that can fundamentally impact the day in the life of an operator, that can fundamentally impact their net profitability in weeks, not months or quarters or years.
Yeah, I think we believe that these AI assistants will be pervasive. We think they'll do more than 50% of the work that is being done in a few years' time. And so you can imagine a world that these AI assistants across this chain of complex chain of businesses from Japan to US and everywhere in between, these assistants are talking to each other. They're resolving issues with each other. And once that happens, we think it's going to bring an incredible level of efficiency in the system, like things that we haven't even seen so far. You know, we obviously aspire to a day where these AI assistants to the logistics employees, you know, are treated as peers. You know, they get promoted over time. They get more and more responsibility as they build the trust. Logistics is broken and it needs to be fixed, but that this is the moment. Like AI is the moment to fix it.